Hello students, welcome to the first lecture of Human Anatomy and Physiology. I am Shatakshi and I will be teaching you Human Anatomy and Physiology in this particular semester, right? Every week we'll be having 4 lectures of Human Anatomy and Physiology, and certain lectures will be in the form of pre-recorded videos similar to today's lecture, and the rest of the lectures I'll be taking as live interaction sessions, right? So along the journey, if you have any queries, any doubt, please feel free to reach out to me. At the end of the lecture, I'll be sharing with you my contact details. Talking about today's lecture, we'll be just studying about the definition of this particular subject, right? And we'll be studying about the importance of studying this subject and the scope, right? So let's start. So as you all are well aware that a human body is a very technical and a sophisticated machine basically, and it operates as a single entity, but it is made up of a large number of systems that work interdependently, right? So each system is associated with a specific function that is normally essential for the well-being of an individual, right? So in the name of the subject, you can see there are 3 words, that is human anatomy and physiology, right? Firstly, we'll understand the definition of human anatomy. Human means human beings, us, and anatomy means the study of body structure, right? Human anatomy is the study of the structures of the body and the physical relation between its constituent parts, right? So some of the body structures, they are very small and they can be observed only with the help of a microscope, and other structures of the body, they can be seen, they can be manipulated, they can be measured, and they can be weighed. As I told you in my previous slide, human anatomy is defined as the study of structure in the human body, and human anatomy basically focuses on the description of form. Form means that how that particular structure is made up of, right? Or how body structure at different level looks. Either how it is made up of or how it looks. Now in anatomy, you will be studying 2 different terms, that is gross anatomy and histology, right? So gross anatomy, it studies the macroscopic structures. Macro means large, which are visible to us through the naked eye, right? For example, the different organs, for example, the kidney, the liver, the lungs, right? And histology, it studies the microscopic structures like tissues and cells. Now, let us study about a basic description that will help you to understand that the function of any body part depends upon its form, right? The way any particular structure of the human body works depends upon how they are organized, right? For example, a muscle contracts and brings bone together. This is a function, right? Due to the arrangement of muscles and the bones and the arrangement of the organelles inside a muscle cell. That is the form, which further determines how much and for how long a muscle can contract. For example, the different parts of our body, muscles in the different parts of the body, they are capable of contracting to different extents. This basically depends upon what those particular muscles are made up of, right? So the form determines the function that particular body part performs. Now moving further, the second term was physiology, right? Human physiology. Physiology mainly defines how the body system works, or in other terms, human physiology is basically the study of the functions of different parts of the body, right? Anatomy is the study of the body structure, and physiology is the study of the function of different parts of the body. And I told you in my previous slide that anatomy is interrelated to physiology, meaning that the structure determines what function a particular body part does, right? Now coming to the importance of studying human anatomy and physiology, by understanding how the system interacts and how the system works, you will be able to, determine a proper care for each individual patients, because every body is different, right? There is certain difference in every individual. So if you understand the anatomy and the physiology, you'll be able to provide a proper care to that particular individual. And a proper foundation of anatomy and physiology basically works as a building block to, make proper decision when it comes to providing quality care to an individual. Now, coming to the scope of studying human anatomy and physiology, this subject is basically designed to, give you fundamental knowledge on the structure and the function of various parts of the human body. And the subject provides the basic knowledge that is required to understand different disciplines of pharmacy that you will be studying in your next semester and in your coming years, right? And this will also help you in providing quality patient care in your future life, right? So thank you so much, dear students. This was all in today's lecture. Today we studied about the definition of human anatomy and physiology. We studied about the importance and the scope of human anatomy and physiology, right? If you have any queries, any doubt, please feel free to reach out to me. Do not hesitate while asking questions. I have given you my mail ID, that is slal@gehu.ac.in. It's written here. And my WhatsApp number is already there with you. We are all added in the official WhatsApp group. So if you have any queries, any doubts along the way while you study this particular lecture, right, don't hesitate to ask me questions. Please do so. This mode of learning is new for you as well as for me. This is not the normal classroom learning mode. So there'll be certain difficulties or certain challenges, but we together have to overcome those challenges, right? So I would just like to request you that, study on a daily basis. Whenever you have a lecture, please study on that day itself. Don't keep, building up your lectures for later period. So as you are given the lecture, please study that lecture. If you have any queries in understanding the lecture, what you can do while you are looking at the lecture, you can just take a copy and a pen and, write down all the doubts which you have. And at the end of the lecture, you can always click a pic of those questions and send it to me through my mail ID or to my WhatsApp number. And I'll surely have a look at it and I'll surely give you a reply, right? So thank you once again for giving your time. Thank you.